Have you heard of Nussecken? The literal translation would be nut corners. Hugely famous in Germany, and I'm gonna bring and serve the recipe to you today. We have a delicious buttery crust. On top of that goes a layer of apricot jam, which is then topped with nuts of your choice that are kind of caramelized. And then we dip all of that into chocolate. I mean, how much better can it get? Flour, baking powder, sugar, vanilla sugar or extract, eggs, butter, apricot jam, water and almond extract, brown sugar, all kinds of nuts, and chocolate. Now line your baking pan with parchment paper, you can also grease it a little, and I'll throw all the ingredients for the crust into one bowl, mix it by hand, and that is it. Then we take the dough and we press it into our pan, but don't form edges, just evenly onto the bottom of the pan, press it in there. And then on top of that goes apricot jam. You should use plenty because later on when you have the final product, you really want a nice thick layer of apricot jam. And now we get to the nuts. Into a saucepan goes butter, brown sugar, vanilla extract or vanilla sugar if you have any at home, the almond extract and water, and you'll just let that melt. And in a separate bowl, you mix together all the ground nuts you have and the chopped nuts. And after that, after everything is melted, you just combine and gently fold in the nuts. They go on top of the apricot jam, and then you bake all of that at 370 Fahrenheit for around about 25 to 30 minutes. Don't over bake, they still, die ziehen Hitze nach. Ist aber Schwein. Ist egal, braucht nicht wissen. Into the oven for around about 25 to 30 minutes at 375, that was a lie. And then into the oven at 370 degrees Fahrenheit for around about 25 to 30 minutes. Don't overbake. Now after you baked, you have to cut squares. And then you cut the squares in half, so you have triangles, because that's basically the corner. That's why we call them Nussecken. And then, a little tip from my side, you freeze them, and in the meantime you melt your chocolate, and then you take the frozen Nussecken, you take the tips of them, just dip them into the chocolate, let it dry, and that is your German Nussecken. Now down below in the description you find the converted recipe in cups for you, and also you find it on my website in the German classics section and on social media. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I see you for the next English video. See you then, bye!